We're going to take a look at the enhanced for loop. We're going to see another way how we can perform calculations with our arrays. So we'll start up by creating an array. I'll make the integer array. I'll call it the bunny array, and I'll put open and close braces, and we'll fill this up with values. We'll put a bunch of values inside of it. We'll separate all those values by commas as we've seen in the past, and I have all those values inside of there. Well, I'm going to add these up like we saw before. So I'm going to make the sum variable over here, and we're going to set that to 0 because we know that we have not added any of those values together yet. So the sum is going to be 0 because we haven't done anything yet. Now we're going to go ahead and create the word for. Right? We're going to write the word for again, but we're not going to go ahead and put all of the 3 pieces of information that we normally put inside of the brackets of a for loops. For this enhanced for loop, we're going to do something different. We're going to start up by writing integer x, and this integer x is going to be a temporary storage space, right? It's going to be a temporary storage space like any other variable. And instead, we're actually going to go ahead and put the colon over here instead of a semicolon, where we normally put a semicolon and we go and write our condition. We're actually just going to go ahead and write the name of our array. So in this case, bunny. Now when I write this, you're going to see exactly what's going to happen, right? I'm going to go ahead and open up the body over here, and inside here I'm going to go ahead and write that the sum plus equal to, which we saw is the same thing as writing sum is equal to sum plus something. I'm just going to go ahead and set that to x, right? Which is what we have over here. And this x variable is going to pull each value from this array, and it's going to pass it through this enhanced for loop. So it's going to start out by pulling the 1 through, and it's going to go see what does it want me to do with the 1. Well, we know that it's going to be stored inside that temporary variable x, which is going to be passed through sum over here. It's going to be added to it, right? So each time you pass through, you're going to grab a different value from your array, and you're going to go ahead and pass it through the for loop, which in this case is going to be adding it to sum, and we see that we're going to have all those values added up to sum. I can go ahead and put a output request. I'll put this output request inside of the for loop because you're going to be able to see exactly how everything is going to be added up together. So you can see the progression. We have it all here. We have 1, 3, 6, 10, all the way up to 55, which is the final value of the sum. So that's how we use a enhanced for loop, right? We can see how we can do that. It's similar to what we saw in the past, but it gives us a little bit more of functionality, so that you guys would enjoy seeing this. If you have any questions regarding the enhanced for loop, please leave a comment below and I'll respond to you as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next video.